Or if this will solve our problem. Let's go find out. I know it's dark out here, but I didn't really want to fork it into the shop because this should just be like 2 connections to see if it works. We're not going to take this whole thing out. We're just going to take the connection out, see if that makes a difference, and we'll test it that way. That piece should hook right there. And then we're gonna have to hook this up. I think this supplies power to everything. This is the last thing that Baumolite wants me to test. And if this does not work, then it's going to Bashman's to find out what's wrong with it. But this is easy, like I don't mind doing this. I'm just hoping that it works. Womp womp. Folks, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Elliot, and you're watching Everything Elliot. We got a banger of a video today. We got a lot of stuff to do. You saw me just load up the, well, it wasn't just, it was last night. You saw me load up the Baumolite on the trailer because we're going to take that to the dealership to get fixed. I've extended my willingness to look into things for free for them. So it's going to the dealership, it's going to get fixed there. So, again, not a problem, not concerned about that at all. We're gonna drop that off. We are going to go look at a dump truck I'm gonna possibly buy. We are going to pick up a poly cutting edge for my brand new snowblower. That's actually gonna be like the main thing of this video, is putting a poly cutting edge on my snowblower, because I don't wanna tear up my brand new driveway with a steel cutting edge. So it's sneak peek. It's already right there, I already got it. I'm Elliot from the future, I guess. Let's see, we gotta go, after we drop off the Baumolite, we gotta pick up a rock hound that needs to be worked on. And we got a bunch of other small little things to do. So strap in, sit down, grab a beer, and we're gonna get after it. go in whatever you want to go in, buddy. Go ahead. Go in that excavator, then you can go in the roller. So we are at my local dealership. This is actually the ASV dealership that I get all my parts from. But they are actually also a Baumolite dealer, which makes things very convenient for me. So we're gonna get this thing unloaded. We're also gonna have to use one of their machines to unload it. I don't know what we're gonna use to unload it. Do you want me behind the building all the way, or do you want me to come over here on the service bay?
Being it's dead, I'll probably go around to the service bay so I can get to it from the side. I'll pick it off, and then I'm gonna drop it right underneath my registration sign.
Okay.
No, never did go in there. No. Never did.
It is a big forklift. Well, folks, we just dropped off the Baumolite at Boschman Sales and Service. They're going to take a good old-fashioned look into it, see what's what, and what have you. Now, we are on another errand. Today's been full of running errands, but that's okay. We got a lot to do, and we're getting a lot done. The gentleman that I got the ASV RC100 from has an old landscape rake. It's in rough shape, but it's fixable. Excuse me, what, buddy? Got nothing to say all of a sudden. It's fixable. It's not really usable as it sits, but it's fixable. And he said if I fix it, I'm welcome to use it. So that's going to be my project. Obviously, like, grading season is pretty much over here, but it might be a good project for me to get into in the next coming weeks when I'm getting a little slower. Or heck, even just wait until after winter, or during winter, I should say, to rebuild it. So we're gonna run over to his house, get that loaded up, take it home, unload it, and ditch it somewhere in the shop, or maybe even outside. I'm not really sure yet. And we were supposed to turn there. I know it's windy out there, but that is the dump truck we're going to look at to purchase. I don't know. We gotta look at it. Let's go look at it. It is a 2006 Chevy. It looks pretty clean, to be honest with you. Frame doesn't look bad. Box looks rough-ish. Let's see what the bed looks like. It's not terrible. I've certainly seen worse. Oh, the back, the headache rack, like, that needs some patching. Well, the deck doesn't look bad though. The floor and the sides don't look bad. A little bit of rot over there, a little bit over here. Let's see. Single coal chute. Air in the back. Those look pretty rough. The glad hands look pretty rough. Those would probably need to be replaced. It's got trailer. That's good. Frame is kind of separating there, which is not ideal. Same over here. It's greased though. It doesn't look terrible under here. People that aren't from like the Northeast are probably freaking out and saying, "No, that looks terrible." Needs new rubber. It's got plenty of hydraulic fluid in it. That must be locked. I don't know where the battery box is. He told me it's got a front PTO as well. I don't know what I would use that for, but it's good to know. It's got a Cat C7 in it. And it does have oil in it. Oh boy. These engines are notoriously difficult to work on. It's like almost like a half cab over. I wonder if it's got a doghouse on the inside to take off. Yeah, it does. It's got a doghouse to take off there. Automagic. No key. Is there a key up here? Nope. No keys though. He told me there would be a key in it. There is in fact not a key in it. So there's not much we can look at here. Yeah, body down, plowed. Oh, this used to be for sure a plow truck. Got plow left, plow right. What is this? It must have an air tailgate in it. I don't know what that is. Yep, not much we can look at. It's got no keys in it. That sucks because I really wanted to start it and see if it runs. I guess I'll have to come back when the owner's around, but there it is. It's a nice truck overall for the right price. I mean, it definitely needs rubber all around. It looks like it's got uneven wear on it, so it probably needs, you know, an alignment. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. What do you think this truck is worth? He told me it's got less than 100,000 miles on it. Obviously, I can't confirm that because there's no keys in it. Yeah, what should I pay for it? You tell me if I do buy it. Picked these up for my father. The guy that I got this blade from also sells these for like $1.50 a piece. So we gotta grab that, take these into the barn for my dad, and then we're gonna grab these shoes and we're gonna cut an angle on them. I think it's about time we got to the point of this entire video. What do you say about that? I'm actually not going to work on this tonight. I just wanted to bring it in here because tomorrow I got to go bid on 2 jobs. Heck, maybe I'll bring you along for those, huh? I'm going to bid 2 jobs tomorrow, and one of the jobs is really close to a Tractor Supply. And since I'm replacing the cutting edge on this thing, I'm going to need longer bolts. So I'm going to take one of these off so I know what size bolts to get. If that makes sense. I mean, it should make sense. I'm just going to rip... I'm going to get new bolts over here, too. I'm going to rip those off. And then tomorrow we'll go bid those jobs and I'll run to Tractor Supply. All right, the machine's settled, and I can't get in anymore. I tried.
I don't know if I'll be able to fit.
You're gonna fit in there. You can do it. You're skinny. I believe in you. Yep. You got all sorts of room. Yeah, see? It's so nice having a skinny wife, isn't it? All right, you know how to operate this piece of machinery?
Yeah, Carson told me you have to put the bar down.
Yep. Keys up, top right.
What are we doing first of all? Like, am I backing it up? What am I doing?
You're not moving the machine at all. You got to lift the arms up and set the snowblower down. You think you can handle that?
Which one lifts it again?
Your right hand.
Okay, so I'm lifting it up.
Lift it up, and then, so pull back, and then you're going to go toggle to the left. That'll spin this out, and then down. Push forward. Easy. Down a little. Other way. All right, now curl out. Curl it. Hey, you gotta level it. No, you gotta level it. You gotta make this flat. Yep. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All the way. You got it. Keep curling. No. Go all the way. Till all the way. There you go. Now set it down. Perfect. Turn it off.
I would have used a little more direction there.
Didn't you hear me hollering at you?
No, it's super loud in here.
Thanks for being skinny and staying fit in our 10 years of marriage. So I keep you around so you can get in small spaces for me.
Awesome.
Love you.
Love you.
All right, so it's about time we get into the meat and potatoes of this video. We're replacing this steel cutting edge with a poly one that I got sitting over there because I have a brand new driveway out there and I don't want it all marred up. Yeah, so I picked up this poly edge from a guy in the city of Buffalo. He actually sells online too, so I'll leave his contact information down in the description. This stuff is super reasonable. I got 10 foot of 6-inch wide by 1 inch thick. And it was like 350 bucks. Super reasonable, and that's gonna be everything that we need to do here. And if it sounds like I got marbles in my mouth, it's because I'm chewing on sunflower seeds. So my apologies. It's a habit of mine, I guess. All right, first things first, we gotta drill some holes in that poly because it doesn't come with holes, because how would he know where the holes need to go? So we're gonna use this as our template. It should be about the same length. hopefully. And it should drill fairly easily. I think it does. He said it does, so we'll find out together. I'm gonna go put my headband on so you guys can follow along. It's working. Working like surprisingly well, actually. I want to get a piece of wood. Yeah, that worked almost too well, if I'm being completely honest. Like, really well. All right, so that went way better than expected, if I'm being super honest with everybody. And it turns out that this is the same size material as that, so I'll end up getting 2 cutting edges out of this because you'll wear it down once, you'll be able to flip it and get 2 cutting edges. I don't know how long this is going to last. I honestly have no idea. But if I get 2 seasons out of every side, so essentially 4 years out of this one piece of material, I'll be happy. I don't know about the shoes. The shoes obviously are going to have more wear and tear on them, for lack of better terms. But let's get putting this in here. I got all the nuts and bolts. I had to get new hardware, so I got that from Tractor Supply. There we go. So this is the part that might be easier with the machine tilted the way it was originally. So let's do that. Yeah, that'll be way easier. All right, now it's time to just tighten these all down. All right, the new poly cutting edge is on. Now we got to do these shoes, figure that out. So the most important part of all of this is to make sure that your shoes actually reach your cutting edge. Because if your shoes ride up here like this, it's going to be riding on that cutting edge the entire time. So your shoes need to be down here like this. You know, you can make them up a little bit and then that cutting edge will just wear down first, which probably isn't a bad idea. But what we're gonna do is grab a tape measure, measure from here to this intersecting line of these bolts. See how far that needs to be. Now don't forget, we're not building a rocket here. We just need to get it close. It doesn't need to be exact. And we're gonna want that at about 5 inches, I think. Yeah. We'll do like 4 3/4. 4 3/4 will work well. Same thing, we're gonna use the existing shoes as the template. Oh, this is the wrong size. Oh, that was super close. This is for the bigger bolts. This is not the same size. That could have been detrimental to this whole thing. Oh, am I glad I caught that. Even better. Even better. You know what I need for Christmas? More Milwaukee batteries. So, who wants to be my Santa Claus? I got 2 Milwaukee batteries. Used to have 3, but one burnt up, so I'm down to 2. And it's a real pain. It's a real pain. That's what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. You kidding me? Oh, dude. This is rock solid. Look at that edge. Oh, perfect. That's sitting on a bolt down there, but I'm super happy with that. Nice poly cutting edge on there, so I'm literally not going to be able to even scrape if I wanted to. Well, that was the meat and potatoes of this video, and you might say to yourself, Elliot, this video's done. It's over and done with. Well, you guys left some comments and said, hey, we like seeing multiple things in different videos, and we've done multiple things thus far, but the day is not over. What do we got to do next? We got to fix an electrical issue in my truck. We got to dump diesel in my house. Yep, you heard that right. Dump a diesel in my house. And then, what time is it? Whew, 12:30. And then after that, we got to stack firewood. Because winter's coming, I got some free time today. And if this is your first time here, well, I heat my house with firewood. And in the wintertime, I get it all ready by stacking it in totes right along this line here. So we're gonna do that today as well. But first things first, we gotta fix this electrical connection. Every time I go to use it, this melts even more. So something is not right. Probably just cut it back and redo it. All right, I'm gonna go fix that electrical issue. Really nothing for me to film there. I'm gonna cut those connections out, recrimp them, and we're gonna go dump some fuel in the house. Yep, I'll tell you why in a little bit. Some of you probably know why, but for the rest of you, I'll tell you why in a little bit. So we are on the side of my house, and right here we have a fill port and we have a vent tube. So this goes into my house and I dump diesel fuel in here. So I'm gonna go back my truck up. We're gonna dump diesel out of my truck, you know, my auxiliary tank, into this hole right here. And the reason I do that is because, well, our house is heated by home heating fuel. That is our primary heat source. However, everybody that's been here for a little while knows that firewood is my primary heat source. But in my state, can't have firewood as a heat source or a primary heat source because it needs human intervention basically to keep the house warm. So home heating fuel it is, and if you didn't know, home heating fuel is the same as diesel fuel. I have an Indian reservation near me. I fill up at the Indian reservation because there's no tax on it. It's like using cheat codes for life. It's actually cheaper for me to drive to the res, get clean diesel that has no tax on it, than it is to have home heating fuel delivered here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's rumbling and tumbling into my tank. So this holds diesel fuel, goes down through this line right there on the floor and into my boiler. Yep, it's going though. You can see that kind of bouncing. I'm hoping you can hear it. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera or come through on camera. All right, now that I know nothing is leaking down here, because I don't want to be dumping diesel straight into my basement, nothing's leaking, we're good to go. This is going to take all of that 100 gallons that I have in there, no problem. We got only at a fourth of a tank here, so it'll take the whole 100, and then we'll use it when we need to, and I fill it as we need it. I forgot to turn the light off. Just bought these yesterday. First one's destroyed. I don't think I'm going to put another one in there, because I am going to have to back in here throughout winter. Guess we'll just leave that one out. But if you notice, I put them at a 45. Can you see that? They're all at a 45 all the way down the driveway. That's because I always destroy the bottom of them, trying to get as close as I can to the end of the driveway. So now I know wherever that top of that tip is, straight down from it is the end of the driveway, and I'm not going to destroy them. At least I think that's the plan. All right, I'm going to grab my wife's keys. We're going to grab the skid steer. I'm going to put the forks on it, and we're going to move our yearly supply, our this winter supply of firewood, up to the house area. The reason I do that is because it gets so wet in the back that I don't want to drive the skid steer back there in the wintertime. So there you have it, folks. 18 totes stacked up pretty nicely. It went together all right. This will be about half of the firewood. Probably like 2/3 of the firewood that I'll go through. Last year I went through 27. I think it was 27, maybe 29. I don't really remember. But that'll get us into winter, pretty good portion. I'm gonna grab 2 more, stack them by the door, because I'm gonna stack 2 of them inside our mudroom. Everything comes from these totes, goes in the mudroom, then into the house. And I just like having these up here and out of the way. Now I did make a mess in this driveway area right here, so we're gonna grab the skid steer and we're just gonna grade this out real quick. I got the bucket on it already, and really shouldn't be that big of a deal. There, that looks a ton better. You know, obviously I don't have a tamper to tamp it down, but yeah, it's good enough. And folks, I think that might be about it. What else do I have left? I gotta stack wood in the mudroom, but that's really not that important for you guys to watch. I think that's gonna be it for this one. We did quite a bit. I'm most excited about the snowblower. I'm glad that's done. Well, it's already, I don't know why I'm walking over here. It's not in the shop anymore. I took it out of the shop, but yeah, that's it. We're buttoning this one up, folks. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button down with this. Hit that like button down below and send this to a friend that might enjoy it. That's what really helps the channel, is you saying to your friend, yeah, you know, this Knucklehead Elliot that's on YouTube, you really should check him out. Well, till the next one, hope you guys have a great day.